I'm Wyatt.
And I'm Ian. And our topic is aviation emissions and how they affect our environment. Planes are great because they allow us to get to our destination without traffic because we are in the air. They are also quite fuel efficient, with the Boeing 737 getting 75 miles per gallon on average.
And people like flying on planes because they allow us to get from place to place efficiently and comfortably.
While they do require airports, which can be a toll on the environment, they don't require any of the infrastructures that cars, buses, and trains do. That infrastructure, such as roads and railways, can destroy animal ecosystems and cut off animals from food and water sources.
We learned about how this can affect the environment earlier in the year with our unit on ecosystems.
Planes may be great for those reasons, but it also comes with some negatives as well.
The most negative reason that we face when using planes is the pollution that planes create. Some of what they create is carbon dioxide, which is a greenhouse gas.
Greenhouse gases are gases such as CO2 that trap heat in the atmosphere, thereby warming the earth.
This can be bad for the environment because as the temperature increases, ice melts and increases sea levels worldwide.
This can increase the severity of storms, worsening droughts, and make fragile species go extinct.
And this isn't a problem that seems to be going away. Scientists estimated that aviation emissions would account for 5% of all human-related greenhouse gas emissions by 2050.
Most of this is due to the constant growth of the aviation industry. According to an article written by Brenda Wilmeth-Lerner and Kay Lee Lerner, the British aviation industry is expected to double the amount of passengers it carries to 475 million by 2030, with emissions growing at about 7% per year.
This isn't the only reason that aviation emissions contribute to global warming. Persistent contrails, or white lines in the sky, can also affect global temperatures.
These contrails do two things. Because they're white, they can reflect some of the sunlight that hits them, and they can trap heat.
There's another type of contrail, a dry contrail, which doesn't affect global temperatures.
Global warming is a large environmental issue that we learned about this year in our science class when we conducted the greenhouse experiment, where there were two beakers sealed with water inside and one had Alka-Seltzer, which gives us CO2, the greenhouse gas. We put these under lamps and simulated what happens in the greenhouse effect.
However, planes can also contribute to pollution in other ways.
Planes also emit ozone. While we do have ozone in the atmosphere, it is harmless because it is in the stratosphere. Commercial planes fly around 6 miles in the troposphere. In areas like Atlanta, pollutants like these can make it hard to breathe and aggravate asthma.
Beyond those two factors, the 91.5 to 92.5% of airplane exhaust is harmless water vapor droplets.
While at the present moment, airlines in the aviation industry is a fairly minuscule amount of total human-related global warming, that percentage is only going to grow, and with it, the need to minimize pollution.
According to a paper published by Brenda Wilmeth-Lerner and Kay Lee Lerner, one of the ways airlines can reduce contrail formations, which are contributors to global warming, is to reduce the cruising altitude of their planes by around 6,000 feet.
According to the previously mentioned study, Aviation Emissions and Contrails, airlines could change their flying patterns more to reduce the carbon footprints of their planes. Night flights are only 25% of all flights. Winter flights only 22%. Rescheduling flights from night to day and discouraging winter flying can reduce aviation's contributions to global warming.
Another problem it introduces is noise levels around big cities. Planes are really loud, and the lower they fly, the louder they sound, especially in cities with big airports like Atlanta. These can be really annoying.
This is a major problem we face on a daily basis because we have a massive airport that conducts a lot of noise. So there are planes constantly flying over us that can be heard from the ground.
The change that scientists believe that could reduce a plane's carbon footprint are more efficient engines.
Another change that could reduce the carbon footprint is electric planes. There are major problems with these planes, however, and this may prevent those planes from becoming prevalent for quite a while.
Well, thank you for watching our presentation on aviation emissions, and we hope this presentation was helpful and informative. Now think about this speech next time you are flying over us.